Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Rams are the least scored-on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Saints offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. First carry here for Todd Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first down throw. Gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable out there. He was an All-American as a Trojan in 2011.
Yeah, really trained to be an NFL player. I mean, he watched a lot of NFL cut-ups and tapes of wide receivers while he was in college before joining them on this stage.
Now gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Manti Te'o leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And some space here. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Goff. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. First down, it's Gurley. And some room to work. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Easy.
Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Breeze. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. Fighting his way through contact. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st down, gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. And on 2nd and 10 now. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Brockers able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll run it with Kamara. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Kamara. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Rams have got it back. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
From his goal line here, Goff. And this one is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's Gurley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now Goff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
It's Johnny Hecker now, an all-pro 3 of the last 4 years on to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. Second and 5. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Breeze to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing. Back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
first and 10. Goff working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense has it first and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Here's Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Goff now to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Thomas. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now this time, Breeze will throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Brockers in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now a play fake. Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. The throw on second down is gone. And running with power here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now Goff on first down. Being chased out left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics. A little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Breeze now to throw. And brought in here by Flainer. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. To throw is gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, here's Breeze. Brought in left side by Snead. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So that'll back him up 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. And he gets it down to the 32. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Teo in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Yeah, this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. It's the former Ram, Nick Fairley. Able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock's running down. Goff now looks to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Los Angeles first down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now a first down throw. Goff. That's complete right around the 8. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Fighting to stay upright. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. Now he's forced out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Gerald Hodges in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know, they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the